is set as they'll square off with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 2nd down and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He'll bite, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That's a 65-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Patriots, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now, Prescott. He completes this to Russell Gage. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Prescott off play action. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give running right is Chubb. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, big series right here.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Steelers 7, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Rodgers. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2nd down and 5. Now Rodgers. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Chubb on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, now Rodgers. Going for the deep ball, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Rodgers' throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And some room to work. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0.
Patriots nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number 1. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
They run it again with Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a 1st down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more.
Here's a diving catch right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! It's complete. DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the catch made by Johnson. And he will have a Patriots first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DeAndre Swift
with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 13. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Joe Tryon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there for the Patriots. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Joe Tryon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Patriots. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Lane.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with... And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for New England. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Lane.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Flush to his right. He's got room to run past the 20, and he'll be out right at the 35.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
Check 9, check 9.
On 1st and 10, Prescott being chased out left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the run.
Here's Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Prescott. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicked.
So I'm back with my brother and together.